Welcome to TV Heaven, Telly Hell, the show that applauds great television and heckles the worst. Taxi for Titchmarsh! Popular. A successful sitcom is the holy grail of broadcasting, and my new idea is bound to work. It's about two brothers who don't get on. Uh-oh. And unfortunately, they share a flat. And even worse, one's a butcher, the other one's a vet. And the... Brilliant idea, isn't it? And the tall one has got a talking car. And the short, fat one has married a genie. Ooh. It's comedy gold, right? Let's take it to platinum. Granny moves in with her toy boy, a one-armed juggler from Pakistan. With a twitch. And a parrot, a rude one. But the main thing is, it's all set during the 1980s miners' strike. A lot of it's quite sad. And now, to reveal his TV heaven and telly hell, please welcome my guest, Johnny Vegas. Thanks for coming, Johnny. This is the show where you talk about what you love and hate on telly. I hope you do watch a lot of telly, do you?
Yeah, I moments alone.
Yeah.
Glimpses of life outside when I'm shouting out my window. When I'm not abusing passers-by, I sit down at the box and I try and understand what it's like to be normal.
Well, your first show you've chosen is a programme you love. It's a documentary about a very poor aristocrat and his family, Francis Fulford. It's called The Effing Fulfords.
Yeah.
They live in a sort of crumbling, stately home in Devon, which needs millions of pounds worth of repairs. And what he says is, they're asset-rich, cash-poor. In my opinion, they're genetically a little bit skint.
How much did this thing cost?
£99.
I can't believe you spent £99 on this.
You would have thought, logically, as there's been a house on this site for at least 1,000 bloody years, that some idiot must have dropped a gold coin about somewhere, and I want it. dig, Hump, with a vengeance.
Daddy, it must be somewhere in the rubble. How deep is it, Dad?
And what's that? There it is. We've got him.
What is it?
The 1p coin. Hooray! Your first treasure hunt. We got another 9,999 of these to find before we get payback.
That says it all, doesn't it? It takes 9 generations have been breeded to produce that. Right? He's a thoroughbred of stupidity, and I celebrate it. I do. He's everything I would hope to be. Actually, he makes you realise, as a poor person, you do want to be rich. I'm a socialist. But I absolutely believe that there's a point and a place and a reason for that man to be alive. And if it is only for me to laugh and feel better about myself,
yeah,
it's worth my tax money every time.
He does go on about how poor they are, doesn't he? He's always going like, you know, you think, well, how poor...
Well, they are
how
skin.
poor are you?
They are skin. But again, rather than doing anything practical, he goes out and buys a metal detector.
Yeah.
Look, they've got livestock. There's cows that have actually turned wild in the backfield. Because he's forgot about the feeding and the milking and all the...
He's got 3,000 acres of land. He doesn't do any farming, does he?
No, and he's leaving it all to his son.
Yeah.
Right, and his son, you saw him in the photo there, right, there's this idea that it goes to the oldest son, it doesn't go to the rest of the kids. He's got one son there who likes licking Lego. His daughter is reading books on architecture and how to manage an estate, and he's going, it'll all go to the boy! It's going to the boy!
He's a great dad. The kids have a brilliant time. There's a bit where they're all playing in the mud and they're all playing in this sort of hole of mud, and he goes, oh, I can see a potential here for a spa.
But I love this because you're going, if you're going to be posh, do it proper. If you're going to be stupid, be proper stupid.
But Francis Fulford, you get to like him, and then suddenly he opens his mouth.
If all your children end up as queers, that's the end of a family, isn't it? I mean, you've got to breed. No, I got nothing against queers. But that doesn't mean to say you want them in your family. You don't want to breed them, because you don't breed from them, like breeding a mule.
I want this man at my house for Christmas. I want going to ruin my Christmas dinner. I want my dad to leave the room, you know what I mean? I want my mum crying, and I want him sat in the middle of the table, huge eyebrows, just laughing, going, and then they all died.
Yeah, he's like Alf Garnett with a coat of arms, isn't he? But there's one bit where his wife goes to London.
She bollocked him for buying a metal detector.
Yeah.
But she wins £1,000 and then goes off to London and gets pissed with her mates.
Yeah. Is that why the upper
She wins
classes...
on the horses and the Land Rover just disappears over there and leaves him in charge of the kids.
And he has to do all the cooking. And he cooks, and his cooking lacks one special ingredient, which is known as heat.
Now, though I say it myself, that looks an absolutely perfectly cooked chicken.
Did you agree that's perfect cooked? No.
What?
It's more. Can you put it in another 20 minutes?
Oh, it is cooked. Your mother always overcooks everything. And the wrong cooking fucking chicken.
Dad, what's pudding?
I imagine he's got a bit of wedding cake left somewhere. Yeah.
God, what's for pudding a live pig?
I mean, that chicken, it looked like he just held it near a radiator for about 5 minutes.
What's for pudding? Would you trust your dad with pudding after that?
And I'm surprised you like the Fulfords, because like I say, I think that...
It goes against everything I believe in.
Yeah.
But I love anything genuine, and he's genuinely an idiot.
He is, you can't... Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't take anything away from him. And he knows it.
We're going to leave the last word to his son and heir, Arthur.
OK, Arthur? I can't hit these bloody things.
You're so rubbish.
I know.
Completely shit.